The province announcing today that it has broken ground on construction of 3 new stations that will be part of the Ontario line. Chris Glover joins us from King and Bathurst, where one of those stations is being built. And Chris, growing up in the city, it's hard to fathom a subway station at King and Bathurst.
I know, I've been thinking the same thing. For people who live in this neighborhood and in the other 2 around these new subway stations, they have certainly been noting the difference over the last number of months as this King and Bathurst, now we had the groundbreaking today, Queen and Spadina and Moss Park. Those are the 3 downtown subway stops that the province and Metrolinx were today announcing. They're joining the 2 that were previously already announced. One of those is at Exhibition Place. That groundbreaking has already happened. And then people might remember the one at Pape Station. That happened July 16th. That date is seared in my head because I was at that groundbreaking ceremony. And that was the morning of that epic rain we got in Toronto. And Dwight, I think you were on News Network for about 4 or 5 million hours that day talking about the impacts of the rain. Well, it certainly impacted the groundbreaking of that Pape Station. So now we have 5 of them that have already broken ground. And one thing that we do not have is a timeline for when the Ontario line will be up and running. I want to get into that in just a second. But first, let's talk a little bit about this station stop at King and Bathurst. As you mentioned there, at the corner of King and Bathurst, there's historically been a bar right there, and you can see they're keeping the facade there, trying to protect the heritage of that. And they have another piece as well. It's being housed off-site here. That second piece is going to go roughly where I'm standing here, and this will serve as the south side of the subway stop. It'll be one of the major entrances to this station as well. And the Ontario line is a 15-stop subway line that is being introduced in Toronto. It's going to run all the way from Don Mills and Eglinton in the northeast of the city down straight through to Exhibition Place. And the big question remains when this will actually open. We heard from Metrolinx CEO today that he was not prepared to give a timeline for when this line would open. He said he wasn't going to speculate because, quote, that got him into a messy place in times previous. The messy place, obviously, that he's referring to is the Eglinton Crosstown. That was supposed to open back in 2020. Here we are years later, and it still is not operating yet. Here's more from Phil Verster.
The one thing by starting to speculate about dates is you create fictitious fictitious deadlines and the like. We're keeping a very close eye on it. I ask just for to give us an opportunity to complete and take the rest of the risk out of the completion of the certification. Really will be very, very quick to declare when we think we have certainty on a date. I'm not going to speculate on dates because that gets us into a messy place. But I will give you the assurance that when we open, we will operate reliably and we'll operate safely. And that's the priority. Some of the paperwork and certification can cause, just because some things aren't fully correctly done, a week or 2 week slippage. And there's too much of that risk still in the whole program. And we will declare a date as soon as we can.
So Metrolinx is a provincial agency. We had the provincial ministers here today as well. We asked them if that reasoning was good enough for the province and what accountability we might see in relation to all of these transit project delays in the city of Toronto. And here's more from the minister.
With respect to testing and commissioning, there have been challenges since day one that predate our government. There have been challenges since we have been in government, but it's important for us to take those lessons, learn from those lessons, and apply them against the new projects that we have put forward in this province. So I think from our measure, it's making sure that we don't repeat those same mistakes moving forward in the future. We obviously have to do things quicker, faster. We know the disruption that is caused when construction is happening. We do everything we can to mitigate it.
Once the Ontario line is up and running, some 400,000 people will take it each and every day. Dwight, the lingering question, though, is when will that be?
Yeah, I think we like them not making promises they can't keep. We're going to keep on top of this. Thank you, Chris.